Hey everyone, I'm so excited to be back with another tarot sesh. We are still in Gemini season, so we will be starting with the air signs. I was thinking we would just do a general overview, a general energy check-in for each of the signs, so they might be a little more thorough. I may also go ahead and share this on my YouTube channel as well as on my Instagram, so you guys can feel free to check me out on any of those platforms as well. But okay, let's get started with you, Gemini. So, Gemini, what I'm seeing here is that you are missing something. There's something that you're missing. Things could feel a little bit stale, a little bit boring, a little bit monotonous. And yeah, like you're just feeling kind of like black and white, like your life is not in living color. And you could just be feeling very just like flat. And it's because there's something here that you aren't dealing with directly. Like you're not dealing with something directly, or you're not like connecting with your emotions about something. You could like be trying to block something off, or try to keep something stuff down in denial. Like you're not taking accountability for something or dealing with something that is yours to deal with. It's yours to kind of like carry and own and, to learn how to regulate yourself. But it's kind of like you're not doing that. You're not doing what you should be doing. Like you're not taking responsibility over what is yours to take responsibility over. You're just kind of hovering above it. You're not really engaging with it. You're just kind of like, looking at it, but not doing what needs to be done. So Spirit just really wants you to accept your feelings, accept how you're feeling, sit with that, like sit with how are you feeling, like try to identify your emotions and how you're feeling and why. Like give time and energy and space to just sit down with yourself, to journal. Why do I feel how I feel? And it could be just like, okay, I'm bored with life, this and that. And then little by little, as you keep writing and you're in that space, you'll see like more information about your internal emotional state will just start to come out. It'll start to expose itself if you just like take that time to think about it. Like, okay, I feel this way because of this. I don't like how this is going, or this person makes me feel this, or whatever. And then from there, you can kind of like, follow those threads to see like what is the underlying reason, like what is, what's really going on here, and what's really causing the distress, or, where could you be taking responsibility? You could really get down to the core of it, like get down to the root, so that you can first identify like what is it that I'm feeling, why, where is it coming from, where is it stemming from, what is really going on here. And then you can learn how to regulate yourself. You can learn how to contain yourself and support yourself. And we're all human, having a human experience, and this human life isn't easy, so it's like you have to learn how to be there for yourself, and like how to fulfill your needs, and what is it that you need, and so that you can have a better quality experience. Because right now it just seems like, again, like it's just boring, flat. It's like you're bored with things, with the way that things are, but it's because you're neglecting something about your internal world. It could be affecting like the group that you're in, or the people that you work with, or something like that. It could be like affecting this region of your life, since I do see that coming up here. And yeah, Spirit is just telling you to like give time, to getting to know yourself, and to sitting with your emotions, and to see like what is it that you're feeling. Because sometimes you could be projecting or something, and it's like you don't realize that whatever it is that you think you're mad at or something, like it's not that. It's like you're deflecting, or it's something else that is really causing the problem. Like you don't know, like you can't see that. So it's like they want you to be able to make these connections so that you can really deal with whatever you need to deal with directly and efficiently and correctly, and so that you can learn how to support yourself through your very human emotions, and how to have compassion for yourself and all that good stuff. Because what I am seeing, Gemini, is that it's something difficult that you are trying not to look at, that you are trying to stuff down, which is very normal. It's very human. but it's something difficult. It's something that is heartbreaking. It's like a betrayal. It's something it's that you have to grieve. You know, it's something like you have to see something clearly, and it's gonna suck and it's gonna hurt. But it's like once you're finally able to go through it, to process through it, to sit with it, and to, you know, do what you need to do, it's never gonna hurt you again. You know what I mean? It's like it's gonna hurt you and it's gonna suck and it's gonna feel like the end of the world maybe, because you really have to come to terms with something or really face something that was difficult that you were trying to run away from for a long time, because it hurts, because it's difficult, because it's painful. Again, this is very human. This is what we do, you know, we try to protect ourselves. Like the ego tries to protect itself. That's why it has all of these ego defense mechanisms. That's why we have these things, because we're trying to protect ourselves. We don't want to see the truth about something. But it's like you have to be able to be brave enough and courageous enough to do it, to do the work and to sit with these things, because then it's kind of like a guarantee, it's a promise from God that once you're able to do it, it'll never be able to hurt you again. Okay, so it is going to be painful, but it's going to free you. It's going to liberate you finally when you are able to do this. And then you're not going to, you know, you're not going to be beholden to it. You're not going to be triggered by this anymore. It's not going to be directing your life in some way, you know. You're going to have like control, emotional containment and control, and you're going to know how to support yourself, how to nourish yourself, instead of letting this kind of influence your life the way that it is influencing it currently at this time. Okay, Gemini, this is your message. I hope this helps. Hey Aquarius, so we are going to be doing a general energy check-in here. We are currently working through the air signs, so you are up next. Aquarius, I'm seeing that you are, you know, waiting for your chips to come in. You're like, okay, I'm just in the part of the process where I just have to see the fruit of my labor. I just have to be optimistic. I just have to know that something good is coming in for me. You know, you're waiting for that movement. You're waiting for like the good news. You're waiting for, again, the fruit of your labor to show up. You're just standing there, just waiting for the goodness to reach you. And it could be taking a little minute, you know, you're just like, hello, where are you? You're late to the appointment, you know, like you should have been here. What's going on? You know, like you were expecting some sort of movement or some sort of progress or message or something here. And it just seems that it hasn't come in yet. I do see you being very optimistic, but also very like nervous, very afraid. Like you're like, did I miss the boat? Did I miss the ship? Like what's going on? You know, how come it's like not coming in? It should have been coming in. Like what happened, you know? And yeah, you're just kind of like, yes, optimistic, but because the movement isn't happening, you're like, did I miss something? You know, like, is it going to come in? You're questioning, like, is the goodness going to come in, or is something good that you were anticipating, that you were expecting, is it really going to come in? And you're kind of just like, you know, you have your eye out, you're on the lookout is what I'm trying to say. Like, you're on the lookout. You're like, is it coming? Like, what's going on? Is there anything again that I missed? Is there anything that I have to do, or that I, you know, like what's going on? And yeah, I just think that spirit is wanting you to wait, to hold off, to get some inspiration, to see things from a different perspective, for more information to come in. And I do think that you are going to receive some kind of, again, like inspiration here. Maybe there is something that still needs to come in. And it could come in through like a group of people, like friends or something, you know, people that have your best interest at heart, that you have a genuine, good relationship, a good connection with. I feel like maybe they're going to come through and give you an idea. They're going to reveal something, give you some new insight. But yeah, I feel like whatever is happening here, like this slowing down energy, it's for the best. It's for the best. It's like maybe you needed this little piece of information that still hasn't come in, and like you need it. You need some piece of information that you still don't have, that you still don't know, that you still have to like write down or learn or study or something. Like there's some kind of information that you still haven't received, and it's really going to influence the way that you move, or the way that you perceive things, or the way that you feel about things, or the direction that you want to take. I feel like, again, like it's going to, this inspiration or this information or something, this revelation is going to come through a group of people, a group of friends. And yeah, this is why spirit kind of has you marinating, or like, you know, they have you like in this slow down phase and the slow down energy, because it's like you don't have everything that you need currently right now to move forward in the best direction that you could be moving forward. And it's like whatever you thought was coming for you, whatever you thought was good, it's like you're missing something. There's something that you're still missing, some information that still hasn't come in yet, something that you're still not perceiving clearly, and you still need to be enlightened about something. And then it's going to be like, oh, like that spark of inspiration, like, oh my gosh, like, you know, and then you are going to be able to move in a better direction. So it's kind of like divine protection, you know, like whatever's happening, whatever's not working, whatever's not moving, whatever's not coming in, it's like it's protection. It's because there's something better for you. So just trust the process, Aquarius. Trust the process. You are being aligned with something that is going to be better suited to you and your energy and whatever it is that you are trying to bring in and create. Okay? This was your message. I hope this has served you. Take care and good luck. Libra. So you were supposed to be next in the air sign portion of this energy check-in that we're doing here. I did Aquarius before I did you. I am so sorry. You were next, Libra. But I guess we saved the best for last. All right, so Libra, I'm seeing that you have some sort of piece of information. You have had an epiphany. You have something like insight into something, you know, knowledge or something. Something has been communicated to you, or it came into your field somehow, whether, again, it was through communication, or whether it was just like a light bulb moment, or whether it's just like a piece of knowledge, you know, that you have attained. And you're like, oh my God, I know the way. I know the answer, you know. I feel like you're finding yourself somewhere where you've reached the end of the rope, I want to say, but like not in a negative way. I don't know if that sounds negative, but it's like you reached the end of the chapter, so to speak. You know, it's like you're ready to move on. You're ready to go on to the next thing. It's like you've mastered a certain level in your life, a certain position. There's something that you've completed, and you're ready to just like move on to the next thing, you know? And I feel like you know what to do, and you're in a really good place. I'm seeing you're in a really good place. Yeah, like it looks very strong. I feel like you have a group of people around you. I feel like you're feeling very good. I feel like you're feeling like very healthy and very special. Maybe you feel very like acknowledged, like very seen and appreciated, or something, or you're just feeling very hopeful and positive about what you've done, where you are. You're very proud of yourself, and you're just feeling very accomplished. And yeah, just it's a lot of positivity. It's very, very good energy here. I feel like you probably did something hard, you know, like you went through something difficult, something that took a while. It was like a journey. It took a long time, and you're finding yourself at the end of it, and not only at the end of it, but like being successful at the end of it. Like, you know, you accomplished something, like you won, you know, you did it. And so, yeah, it's very good energy, right? But I'm seeing that you have some sort of insight, some sort of knowledge, like what it is that you need to do next, what it is that you need to move towards next, act on next, put into motion, make the plans for. But you are hesitating, you know, it's kind of like, even though you know what you have to do next, and you really have this gut feeling, and you feel like very inspired to move in that direction, and you know that it's what's going to be good for you, what's going to be the best for you to continue to progress on your journey, to move forward on your journey. It's like there's something that's holding you back for some reason. And I think it's because you know that you have to go on your own way. You have to rely on yourself, on your own resources, on your own like intellect, on like, it's like you have to go your own way. You have to go be by yourself. You have to make it happen on your own, or something like that. And maybe that's difficult for you because, again, maybe you are around like a group of people that you feel like they see you and they like you and they respect you, or, you know, like you've built something up here and it's really good and it's really nice, but it's like the next part of the process for you is for you to be able to go your own way, to make something happen for yourself. It's like you've reached the end of the road here where you're at, and it's like this is what needs to get done, but it's difficult for you to want to do it because maybe like you really like being where you're at, or you like the people, you know, or you feel like, but I worked so hard to be where I'm at, and now it's just going to be so that I can leave, so that I have to leave now. And it's like, it's just the part of the process. It's like you already reached the cap where you're at. It's like you already reached the cap. And in order for you to continue to progress, you're going to need to break through, you know, like break out of wherever you're at. It's like you're ready for the next chapter now. And yeah, it's just basically difficult for you to want to like think about the next chapter, because I feel like this chapter was so successful and it was so nice. And, you know, maybe you feel like I finally mastered it, you know. But yeah, like you're ready to go your own way. And you have to just like trust that you're going to reach the same level of success here, or, you know, you're taking the success with you. You're not losing anything, you know. And yeah, like you have to give to this. There's something that you have to give to when it comes to yourself and like your own creativity, your own gifts, something that it's like you know, it's like investing in you, investing in yourself, investing in your happiness, investing in like your wish. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like you helped somebody else get somewhere or reach something or attain something, and now it's time for you to like pour that same energy into your own ideas, into your own projects, you know? And it's like you have to do it yourself now. And yeah, like this is the next phase for you. I feel like where you are now, that's it. You know, you did everything you could do here. You're done. It was awesome. You did great work, and now it's time for you to like pour into yourself, Libra, and to make your own wishes and dreams come true. So that was your message. I truly hope that served you. Good luck and take care. We've made it to the water signs portion of this energy check-in. We are going to be starting with you, Cancer. So Cancer, what I'm seeing here for you is that there is a need for you to move on to a different phase of your life, to move on from whatever it is that you've been doing, whatever it is you've been entrenched in, a part of it. You're ready to move on from it, to go on to the next thing, to experience something different. I feel like whatever you've been going through right now, it just didn't really bring the fruit that you thought it was going to bring, you know, and it does look like you're sad to leave it. You know, it looks like you're sad to leave it, but you know it's what's best, because I feel like you gave it time. You dedicated yourself, you committed yourself, you did what you had to do, and it didn't really bear the fruit that you wanted it to. It didn't give you the result that you were looking for. It's kind of like you're stuck at a plateau. And even though it sucks and you're not like thrilled or happy about it, you know that what you feel is correct. You know, your feeling of like, I have to get up out of here. I can't keep wasting time here. I know that this isn't going anywhere. And, you know, I have to move on. Like, I have to move on to the next thing. You know, maybe it's like you need more money. You need to be producing more because, like, you can't afford your bills. You know, just for example, it's like you know that something is lacking here, that you aren't getting what it is that you need to be getting, or that you thought like by now you should have definitely got. Maybe it's something that you like believed in, you know, so you gave it the time, but it's like now you know. I feel like now you know that this isn't going anywhere. Okay, if this isn't job related, maybe it could even be within a relationship. It's like now you know for sure that this relationship isn't going to go anywhere, isn't going to progress, isn't going to move, it's not going to change, it's not going to shift. Like now you know that you have to leave. It's kind of like that feeling of like, I know what I have to do, even though it sucks and this isn't like what I wanted. I know what I have to do. I know what I'm feeling is correct, and I know what I feel. I know what I feel. And so it's just a matter of you being able to do what it is that you need to do to bring balance and harmony to this situation. And it does look like it's sad, you know, like it looks like it's sad. It just looks like you know what you have to do. You know something has to change. You know that you have to face something. You know, it's like you have to face the music. You have to face the reality. You have to change something to bring balance. You know what's the correct thing to do, even if it's difficult for you to have to do it. It just seems whatever this is for you, it's like you really wanted it to work. You really wanted it to work. You really wanted it to progress, you really wanted this to be something that was successful, that you could have celebrated, that, you thought maybe you were going to like be a part of something good. Like you thought like that the people that you were working with, or maybe you were working with friends, or maybe you were around someone or people that you thought were like on your same wavelength, that you guys would have made a really good you guys would have made like a really good group, a really good team. But it's like it didn't work, some things didn't pan out, and now you have to like yeah, like I said, like face the music, like okay, this didn't work like I wanted it to. I really wanted it to, but it didn't. I gave it the time necessary. I gave it enough time. I really put my all into it. I really invested, but it just didn't go where I needed it to go. And now I need to like, it's not going to change. I see the reality of the situation, and it's time for me to basically leave this behind, as sad as this makes me, because I really wished that this could have worked. But you need to invite balance in your life, and the room to really align to what is going to work and what is going to be fruitful and what is meant for you. And in order for you to invite that in, you have to leave this behind. Okay, Cancer? So that was your message. I hope that helped you, and good luck with everything, and take care. Hey Scorpio, we've made it to your energy check-in. So Scorpio, I'm seeing here that you are, I want to say, stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't know why that's what came to mind, but yeah, I just see that you are like stagnant. You're in a situation that is just like unmoving. It's unchanging. It's like kind of rotting, and you're protecting it, you're defending it, you don't want to leave it. It's like a situation that's not really great, but you are doing everything you can to like stay in it, and kind of be in denial about it. You know what I mean? It's like you don't want to face the truth of the situation, that like it's a failed situation, or that nothing here is really benefiting anyone, benefiting you. It's unhealthy. There's no growth. Yeah, it's like something like this, and you don't want to look at it. You don't want to face it. You are actively trying to fight the reality of this situation away, even though facing the situation is what's going to like bring you peace and healing. And maybe it's that you don't want to be vulnerable. I feel like maybe you don't want to like expose this situation. Like you're trying your best to like, no, everything's fine, and like, everything is great, and I'm building things, I'm growing, I'm happy, but it's like you're not. Maybe it's like you want to put up this front like everything is okay, but things are not okay. And I feel like you don't want to be vulnerable. Like you don't want people to see you like in your vulnerability of like, yeah, these were the problems I was having. This is what was really going on. It's like you don't want people to see you and your situation clearly for what it is. It's like you were trying to put up a front of what the situation is, and that's not really the truth of it, and you might be afraid for people to see the truth of it, and to see the truth of you, and just to have the truth and to be vulnerable in that space of like, yeah, this is the truth of things. It's like, yeah, like you just wanted to keep up a facade, keep up a front, but again, it's not keeping you anywhere that's good for you, that's healthy for you, that's actually peaceful and healing and good. And you deserve to have these things in life, so you staying here, it's like you just staying in a situation that is lacking, and it's a block. It's serving as a block in your life. And is this really what you want to waste your time and your energy protecting and defending and keeping in place? You know what I mean? It's like, no, Of course not. Nobody really wants that. We all want to be feeling happy and aligned, and like we're living a life that's true to us, and that we feel that we belong in, and that we want to be in, we want to experience. It's like you're using so much of your energy to try to defend something that isn't for you. You know what I mean? It's not meant for you. And so that's why it feels so difficult, it feels so hard. And you don't have to stay here, you don't have to be here. You can move in a different direction. You can uphold something different. You can use your energy to uphold something different, to value yourself, and to be responsible, to do what needs to be done. And I know that whatever it is that you don't want to let go of, I know it's going to make you sad, because obviously you wouldn't be trying to defend it so hard. But it's like you have to be sad, and that's okay. Spirit is saying, like, yeah, like, we can't run away from being sad. We can't run away from grief. Like it's a natural part of the process, and we can't be afraid of that part. And are you going to be sad? Spirit really isn't trying to delude you and like tell you like, no, you're going to be great and it's going to be all fine and dandy and rainbows and butterflies. Like they're saying, yeah, like you are going to be sad and you are going to grieve it and it's going to suck for a bit, but it's like, it's needed. It's part of the process. It's needed. Don't be afraid of your emotions, of feeling your emotions, of being sad, of grieving something. It's totally normal to do that. And it's a part of the process that you need to go through, that you're being called to go through, because once you're able to kind of like, just be sad about whatever this is that you don't want to face. Once you face it and you just become vulnerable and you're honest, then it gives you the energy and the space to be able to uphold something that is actually good for you, something that is going to be responsible, something that, is going to put you in a better position, that eventually leads to real, true happiness. Eventually, not right away, but eventually, And yeah, like Spirit just wants you to be able to see this as like, it's like, it's loving. I know it sucks and I know it hurts, but it's loving. It's loving. Like God wants you to see this as like a gift, an offering, because they want you to really be happy. And I know right now it doesn't seem like a gift or like an offer that's good, but they're like, it is, because ultimately it's what's going to bring happiness. It's what's going to show you how to cultivate true happiness and be somewhere that is like meant for you for real, that is in alignment with you and everything you are and your purpose and your truth. And they really want you to take this leap to be optimistic about it. Try your best to be optimistic about it. I know I see here it's not easy to be, but it's better than where you are right now, because where you are right now, it's a lie. You're trying to like protect a lie, protect something that isn't good for you, protect something that is misaligned, and they're like, why do that when you can actually use your energy to protect something that is meant for you, that is aligned, that is reflective of your worth, your value, is something that's going to help you to feel secure and stable and safe, and it's not something you have to like fight for, like it wouldn't be something you have to fight for so hard, like the way you're fighting for it right now, like to the point where you want to lie about it and you want to present illusions and facades. Like you don't have to do that. You wouldn't have to do that. When something is meant for you and aligned for you, you don't have to lie. You can be out in the open. People can see the truth of it. You know what I mean? You don't have to like manufacture or create like an image of something, So yeah, this is something that you're going to have to grieve, but in the long run, it's going to be for the best, and you're going to feel aligned and happy, and it's not going to be anything that you have to like put up a front, like you don't have to put up a front or put up a facade. It's really going to be what it is, and it's going to be the truth, and it's going to feel so much more healthy and so much better. Okay, Scorpio, that's your message. I hope this helps you. Take really good care of yourself, and good luck. Hey Pisces, this is your energy check-in. Okay, Pisces, I'm seeing that you could be going through something really difficult right now. You could be just feeling like at rock bottom, feeling so betrayed, so hurt by a certain situation that you could be finding yourself in right now. And it could have something to do with something that was established, with something that you were a part of for a long time. So it could have to do with like your family, a family unit, or like somewhere that you were for a long time, like a place or a job, or just something that like was really established, really built up, really, yeah, like you were a part of. So for me, I'm taking this like a family or like a long-term relationship, or something like that. And what I'm seeing is that you could be finding yourself on the outs of whatever this thing that was in your life that was established, that you were a part of for a long time. It could be your family of origin. It could be a family that you created. It could be something that you built up, like a job, a workplace. It could even be somewhere, a location, a home, a team, something that was like your backbone, something that you could rely on, something again that was established, that was well built, and now you're on the outs. Now it's like it's not there anymore. Now you feel left out in the cold, and it feels like unstable now. It feels like it's not something that you can rely on anymore. And I keep hearing that Taylor Swift song, Exile. So I don't know if that would be relevant or if you could resonate with that song, but that's what I'm hearing. And I feel like you have a lot of words, like you have a lot of words like you would like to say, you would like to express yourself, but it's like words that are, they're coming from a hurt place, from a pained place inside of you. It's like you have some choice words, like you could want to curse somebody out, or like, yell and argue, but you're not. I really see that you're not doing that. I really see that you are just keeping to yourself, and you are just kind of dealing with the hurt and the pain on your own, and just trying to process like whatever this was. I feel like maybe again, like it was someone that you thought you could rely on. It could be like a father figure, a spouse, a boss, someone that played like a really steady role in your life. And you thought that you could trust this person. You thought that the things that they told you were true. You thought that things, like that everything was in alignment, that everything was honest and high vibrational. And now it's like you have to face that they aren't this way really, or something like that, or that they did something or said something that was like betraying in some way. I don't know. I just feel like it's not the best energy here. You feel like flung out or something, or yeah, like not chosen or not protected, not defended. It's like where it's like you should have defended me, or you should have protected me, or that was in your place to do it, but you didn't. You didn't do it, or you went along with something, or you didn't tell me, or I don't know. It's something like this where you don't feel that support that you felt, that stability, that safety that you felt. And now you just kind of are feeling like you're left out in the cold, and you're on your own, and like you have to worry about yourself, and like you have to have your own back, like you don't have anything to rely on, to fall back on. But you do have God. Spirit is saying like you have us, you always have us. You're never truly by yourself, but yeah, they do want you to take this opportunity to, yes, go within, and to worry about yourself, and to focus on yourself, and to shine a light on yourself, and yeah, like to keep yourself as the priority. You know what I mean? Like don't prioritize other people, like prioritize yourself. And if you are prioritizing yourself, it's like you would move away from these people. You would see their true colors, and you would cut them out of your life. You would make that choice. You would make that decision, because it's like they didn't treat you right. They didn't treat you fairly. And so it's like you have to have your own back in this case, and move towards those that do treat you fairly, that do treat you equally, that do have your best interest at heart, where there is like a reciprocal relationship and a connection, a give and take, like a care for each other. I feel like you have this. Spirit is saying like you're not completely alone. It's just like in whatever situation this is, it's like you have to see the truth about them, but like in the grand scheme of things, like you have genuine people in your life. You have people you can emotionally fall back on. Maybe like the people that you were falling back on were people that like monetarily were stable, or like a part of your life in like a material kind of way, in a tangible kind of a way. Like this is how you could trust them, or relate to them, or that's the kind of relationship you guys had. Whereas like you could fall back on them like financially or something, but it's like those people somehow they betrayed your trust or something like that. And now it's time for you to move more closer to the people that actually have your genuine true interest at heart on an emotional level. So maybe like financially they can't provide anything for you, but emotionally they're really there for you. And that's kind of like the advice right now from Spirit, is to move towards those people because they're there. Spirit is showing me that they're there. So they're saying like nourish those connections, those relationships, focus on your internal state, you know, get clear about who those people are and rely on that to get you by. Maybe it's also like a lesson of like who really had your back and who didn't, because maybe you thought like these people had your back, but it was because they were supporting you in some financial kind of a way, but then it turns out that they weren't the greatest people. And it's like, who did you want to trust? The people that emotionally had your back or that tangibly had your back or something. Like, who was most important here? What's more valuable? So it's like coming to terms with something here, like seeing the truth, being clear about something, seeing the reality, growing up in wisdom somehow, refining yourself somehow, some way, and like, yeah, like just seeing the truth about something and seeing what's really important about a certain situation. Okay, Pisces, that's your message. I hope this served you. Take care and good luck with everything. We've made it to the fire signs portion of this energy check-in. We are starting with you, Leo, and your card is right there, right at the top, crowning the whole reading. All right, Leo. So what I'm seeing here is that you have embarked on something, some kind of journey. It could be a new job. It could be just something different. It's like you're starting something new, something that you're at the beginning of the journey, at the beginning of the process, but you are very much so committed to it. Like you're embarked, you're engaged, you're investing into it somehow, some way. Again, a relationship, a job, school, training, maybe it's like a new location, a new apartment building, new neighbors. I don't know. It's something new. It's something that you just started not too long ago, is the way it appears to me. And it's like there's conflict. So there's conflict here with the people around. I feel like maybe there's competition. There's a back and forth energy. There's bickering. There's, like just trying to one up each other. Like it's just like turmoil. It's conflict. It's not an environment that it's like peaceful and chill and like you can just relax. It's like you have to be on edge and like looking over your shoulder and like ready for your next comeback, like whatever it is. It's like it just seems very volatile. And you seem very like, like you're not going to let anybody get one over on you. Like you seem very engaged and very involved in this volatility. Like you're going to be a part of it. Like if someone wants to compete with you or talk slick with you, talk crazy, it's like you're going to dish it right back out, like you're going to give it right back to them. You're going to meet them where they're at. You're going to reflect that energy right back. And yeah, like I feel like that's what Spirit is telling you. You have to try to control. They're like, I know it's hard, but you have to try to control it. Control your urge to want to fight back, to want to like meet them where they're at, to match their energy, to be like them, like don't stoop to their level. They're saying like this could be your opportunity to rise above, to be better, to be the role model, to be the example, to not let these people like affect you and influence you, and like don't get sucked in by them, but like you should be the one maybe setting the tone or setting the example, or like you should use your good energy and try to make that be what's overpowering in the space, instead of you like being influenced by the bad energy, like try not to be like get imprinted by the bad energy, but let your good energy be like what imprints them, sort of thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, Spirit is trying to tell you like don't give into this, like don't give in, like don't try to defend yourself and like feel like you need to defend yourself against these people and like be like them or act like them or whatever. That's a trap. Like they want you to try to control yourself, to protect your energy, to not let them affect you and influence you. Don't be like one of them. Don't be like them, like use all that energy that you're using to be like them, to kind of like meet them, match their energy, like use that energy to rise above it. That same energy that you're using to like keep it going, use that energy to be your strength, to be like, nope, I'm not going to engage with that. That's beneath me. Like, I'm not engaging with that energy. That's not what I'm doing. I'm above that. No, like, you know, like deem it like not worthy of your time, of your energy, of like anything, because it's like it really is affecting you and influencing you. And things could get better, things could change, but it's going to take you needing to like not engage back with it. Because spirit is saying like, this isn't how you win. Maybe you think like, this is how you win, show them who's boss and whatever, but this isn't how you win, you know, like you have that all wrong. By keeping your composure, staying in your own energy, by being a queen, being above it, you know, being like good on your own, like being able to nourish and provide for yourself and not let these people influence you or change how you feel about something, about yourself, about the situation. It's like knowing without any validation or these people's approval, like knowing your worth and that you have it, that you have something valuable, that you are worthy, and that you aren't going to stoop down to this level because this is like immature, and you're more mature than this, like you're more evolved than this, you know. And yeah, it's just basically that's your advice, Leo, is don't engage in this, whatever this is, this competition, this bickering back and forth. Like it's beneath you, you know. And just like, no, you know what I mean? Like the way that you show these people who's boss is by not even letting them influence you, affect you, not letting them touch your energy, get near your energy, and literally giving them like the cold shoulder. If like that's the way that they want to engage, it's like just give them the cold shoulder. Don't engage with them. Keep it very short. Keep it very like, I'm here, you know, like this is my role, this is my job, this is the way I have to communicate with you. Like communicate to them to the extent that you need to, and that's it, you know, and cut it there. You know what I mean? Because yeah, it's not worth your energy. You have to protect your energy, protect your space, and don't let these people like penetrate that. You know, that's how you let them win. So basically you being strong and like ignoring it, that's really you know, the way that you prove your strength and how you rise above in this situation. Okay, Leo, that's your message. I hope that served you. Take good care of yourself and good luck. Aries, I skipped you. I'm so sorry, Aries. You were supposed to be first, but here we are. We're doing your message for this energy check-in. So Aries, I'm seeing that you are currently in a phase right now where it's just time to learn. It's just time to sit there, sit quietly, gather information, take notes, study, learn. You know, that's the phase that you're in. You're like, maybe you're being exposed to something new, to something different. And yeah, like you just kind of have to observe and watch and take it all in, absorb. But of course, you're Aries, right? And so you like taking the lead. You like taking the initiative and maybe, you know, like expressing your expertise on certain things, on the things that you have experience on, because it's like you've done it. So it's like you want to be able to impart some kind of useful knowledge or information to the group or whatever. But Spirit is really encouraging you to not do that, to just sit down and absorb the information and study the information. I feel like this is something different. It's something new that you are learning, and it feels to you like you've learned it already. Like you're a pro at this, like you have experience with this. This is something like a skill that you have, that you've built up, and you want to share it, and you want to be able to like, you know, share with people, you know, your methods and your reasoning and like your way to do it or your way to approach it, or, you know, but actually Spirit is saying that you don't know about this thing in particular, about this thing in specific, whatever it is. It's like you're still a student. They're clearly showing me that you're still a student and you still do have a lot to learn. And this is a part of yourself that is yet to be developed. And if you just listen and take notes and gather the information, that you will learn and you will cultivate this, and you will eventually be like a professional at it, like be very efficient, very good at whatever this is. But it's like you just have to just be quiet and listen, and let it make sense for you, you know, because I do see that you will be successful with it. You will be victorious, and you eventually you could share your knowledge regarding this, and you will be in that position. But right now, you're just in the student position still. You know, you're still like becoming whole, becoming complete. Like your knowledge is still becoming complete. It's not yet there. It's still building up to that point, to that part. So just kind of, you know, be happy in your student position. I feel like things will eventually make sense for you. It'll eventually all be very clear for you, and you're going to be able to see it clearly. And, you know, whatever it is, whatever information that is being presented to you, it's going to make sense, and you're going to like know it like the back of your hand. But you're not there yet. You're not there right now. And that's okay, but you will be. So if the information seems difficult and you don't know that you'll ever know it, they're saying eventually you'll know it. And if you feel like, well, I just want to be able to impart my 2 cents, they're saying this is not an appropriate time to do that. There's still things that you need to know. So just kind of take that student role and listen to the teacher. It could also, or, you know, whoever it is imparting the information. It could also be that like you don't respect the person training or teaching or guiding. I don't know. It could be something like you're trying to overpower them, or you're trying to show them your way or something like that. And they're saying like, just hang back, you know, observe, be a student, let the teacher teach, you know, let the person that's the expert, let them be the expert. You have a lot to learn here from them. Okay. So yeah, Aries, that's your message. I truly hope this served you, and take good care of yourselves. And yeah, good luck with everything. Hey Sag, so we made it to your sign for this energy check-in. So Sagittarius, I'm seeing that it is time for you to move on from one thing to the next. Like it's time for you to start doing something differently, to go to a different place, to go to a different location, to invite in new energy. Like they just want you to move, to progress, to move forward to different and better waters, to a better situation. You know, they want you to, I hear like in transit, they want you to be in transit, right? But I am seeing here that there's like a lack of direction. Like you don't really know what's the best way to move forward, because I'm seeing that maybe you don't know like what your values are, or like what's important to you, or what you want to protect, what you want to sustain and maintain. And yeah, like it's like you're unsure about these things. I feel like maybe it's because like something has really blown up and has really changed here. Like something is really changing. It's really just breaking down from the foundation. And so maybe you're still kind of like on shaky ground, not really, you know, disoriented, not really knowing like what way is up and what way is down and what way is right and what way is left. And you still kind of like have to find your center, find your balance. Yeah, you know, that's what it seems like to me. It seems like you have to reevaluate what it is that you give to, and what it is that you find valuable, and what it is that you thought you wanted. And, you know, like reevaluate like what was the undercurrent of really guiding you to those things and making you perceive it in the way that you were perceiving it. Because yeah, something just seems like it's blown up, and it's all just, it's like you have to start again or something, or like the way that you were doing things wasn't working. It was shaky. It was on shaky grounds. It wasn't solid. It wasn't stable. It did not stand the test of time. And so now you have to kind of like go back and reassess, like, okay, where was the mistake? Where was, you know, the misalignment? Where was I wrong? Like, what did I invest in or give to or whatever that really wasn't what I thought it was, or, you know, and why? And yeah, it's just like a lot of that kind of work, like inner work that you need to do on yourself, and like really getting to know yourself and who you are and who you want to be, you know, and like your identity, and what do you want to work for? Again, what do you want to uphold? What are the structures that you want to be a part of and maintain and sustain and all of that? Yeah, like how do you want to utilize your energy? You know, what do you want to support? And I'm seeing here that you should focus on like reciprocal, give and take, even equal relationships that are nourishing on an emotional level. Maybe you had a focus on like finances and financial and like a give and take as it pertains to tangible, like tangibly. And now they want you to kind of focus on the internal world. Like, how does it make you feel internally, and what helps you feel internally supported and loved, and what kind of relationships do you want to have, and do you want to maintain, like what's important to you, and kind of like take a chance on those relationships. Yeah, I feel like it's new because maybe like you haven't really invested in these kind of relationships, like your relationships with your close friends from childhood, siblings, people that you have like a strong emotional connection and bond, and like it's like you guys just really truly care about each other and honor each other, and like there's nothing tangible here, like there's nothing material maybe that you can offer each other. It's straight up just like an emotional connection, and maybe you haven't really entertained those, and spirit is wanting you to kind of like entertain them. I do see you shaky here, like a little bit wonky in your energy, because maybe you're not used to entertaining relationships from this aspect, or like with this intention, or with this focus. So maybe like when you first start to it might, like, I don't know, I'm seeing like, like a baby giraffe, like it's a little wobbly and it's a little shaky, or like it's a little messy, like it's like you might be a little messy, a little like immature, but it's like, with practice you get better. It's like you have to just practice. It's like you have to practice investing in these kinds of relationships, and creating these kinds of bonds and relationships, and prioritizing them, maybe focusing on them, knowing how to be there for someone emotionally, or what is it that you need emotionally, and like what is it that you want from a relationship, and like engaging in relationships from that like level, from that stance, from that aspect. Okay, because maybe you used to engage again in like relationships where it was more like material, and like what could you gain materially, or what could you get, or what were you giving and you were giving materially. And yeah, so now it's kind of like shifting the focus to it being on a more emotional level, right? I think I got something similar for Pisces, which is no, never mind. I thought Pisces was your opposite, but it's not. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so yeah, like they just want you to learn. Yeah, like it's saying like just be a student, just learn, just yeah, like you're a little wobbly in your energy, like it's coming out a little bit messy, a little bit funny, like but it's like it's okay. That's just the part of the process that you're in, and they want you to just like invest in it, and to learn, and to gather information, and to be a student, and to move in and use your energy in a different way maybe than you have, because there was something that you were doing that wasn't it, right? And maybe there was something again that you were valuing, or a place that you were valuing, the kind of people you were valuing, a specific person, I don't know, something, and it was like not it, it kind of blew up in your face is what I'm seeing, and like it has you very disoriented, and now you have to kind of like have a different focus, have a different perspective. It's one that you are new to, so you're still learning about it, but you know that you have to kind of like go on this journey, invest in it, learn in it, gain some experience here, so that you can kind of become better and better, and like more capable, and like more proficient, and better with your communication, and just better in this space. Okay. Yeah, Sagittarius, that's what I'm getting for you. I hope this has served you, and take good care of yourself, and good luck. We've made it to the earth signs for this energy check-in. Taurus, we are going to start with you. So Taurus, what I'm seeing here is that you could be going through some kind of you could be going through some kind of shaky situation where like the floor beneath your feet feels like it's falling out. Maybe there was a plan or something that you were adhering to, and now it's completely fallen apart. Like something took a sudden turn, a sudden twist, and like now like everything is kind of discombobulated, and you're just like, yeah, you know, like things just feel like they're falling apart very unexpectedly. And yeah, like I just feel like things are not going as planned. And now you're being called to do something, you know, to like be there for your family or for something like a group of people, like be there during the hard times, you know, because when it comes to family and relationships and, you know, groups where we find like our happiness and our fulfillment, like it's not always rainbows and butterflies and being there for someone when things are good. Like that's like when it's easy, right? When like relationships and obligations and responsibilities are easy, when it's like everything is flowing and everything is good and we're coasting and we're happy. It's like right now you're facing some troubled times here with this group of people. And it's like, this is when you can really prove your love and how much these people mean for you, is when you're there through the hard times, when things are uncertain and unstable. You know, this is when you can really like show that you have someone's back or that you truly care about people, is because you're there during the hard times too. It's like not everything is going to be sunshine and butterflies and rainbows. And I feel like you did experience that aspect with this group or whatever it is we're talking about here. Like you did experience those good times, and now it's like you have to experience some more trying times in this situation. And it's hard, you know, it's like you don't even know if you're capable of it. You're like, oh my gosh, do I have the skills and the resources? Or like maybe you know, like you're so taken aback or so like it came out of nowhere that you don't even want to like look at it or face it or something like that. But it's saying, you know, like this is what's on your plate, you know, like this is what's presented itself to you. So this is like what you have to go through. And by going through this, it is going to grow you. You will be refined, you will grow up, you will mature, you will gain certain skills and certain knowledge and wisdom from this experience, you know. But like right now you are being called to be solid and to be stable and to like show up and do your part and play your role. And you know, this is like, it's really hard. Like I am saying, like you really have to like have courage and bravery and just like keep pushing, you know. You have to have perseverance and you have to just keep going. As difficult as it is, you have to keep going. You have to be strong. And Spirit is saying you have what it takes. You have what it takes to do this. You know, God doesn't put anything on our path that we can't handle. So this is making you stronger and it's making you better. And it's a, you know, it seems like a really difficult situation, like a tough situation, but it is for the best, because like you're growing and learning and you're only becoming better through this, you know. So it sucks, I know, and you could be feeling a lot of grief and sadness and like, oh my gosh, like why are things this way? But again, it's like you are growing in some way, like you are gaining skills and you are gaining like something that you're gonna need, you know, like later in life, or, you know, that's really going to be useful. It's really going to be beneficial, especially as it pertains to your relationship. Like it's only going to make your relationship stronger, you know, like you doing your part and playing your role and not turning your back when things got hard, you know, but staying there. And like, even if you were scared, it's like you stayed and you're like, no, I'm not going to leave you now. You know, like we're friends during the good times and the bad times, or whatever it is. We're friends, we're partners, we're a family, whatever it is, you know. It's like, I got you. And like, whatever it is that you're able to do, whatever it is you're able to provide, do it, provide it, be there. Don't turn your back. Know that you'll have the answers. Like as you come up, like whatever bridge it is that you have to cross, it's like, you'll get the insight, you'll get the answers, you'll know what you have to do. God is with you, Spirit is with you, you're never alone. And all of this is happening for a reason, for a purpose. Of course, it's to grow you, it's to refine you in some way. Like this experience that you're going through, it's like, you know, it's making you ultimately stronger and better and smarter. You know, it is doing those things, and it's going to put you in a really good position. And, you know, like where you will really be in a place where you are going to trust yourself, and you're going to see how capable you are, because it's like you know, you went through this, you did this, you've managed your way through this. So it's kind of going to give you that strength and that courage of like in the future, like, man, I can do anything. Like if I did that, if I went through that, if I figured it out, wow, like I'm a badass, you know, like I really do have what it takes. And also, you will receive fruit from whatever it is that you're going through right now, whatever it is that you have to work through. Like, you will be back on fertile ground. Okay, I feel like, especially in your relationships, it's like your relationships, it's going to prove to be worthy, and like, you know, your relationships are really going to benefit greatly from whatever it is that you have to do. Okay, Taurus, that's your message. I truly hope this served you. Take good care of yourself and good luck. Hey Virgo, we've made it to your sign for this energy check-in. Wow, this Tower card keeps coming out. Virgo. So again, this Tower card, it keeps coming out, like I just said, for like a lot of the other signs. So like a lot of the other signs, just know you're not alone. Like, yeah, like big changes happening, sudden changes, unexpected, out of nowhere, causing chaos and like just uncertainty, you know, and it's just like, what, you know, like where you were so sure about something and the way something was set up and was going, it's like all of a sudden now it's changed, it's shifted, and it's falling apart in some way. And it could have been something that you were committed to, that you were showing up to every day, that, you know, you were like in a routine with, and that you were really like building up and like focused on, and, you know, like you really had mastered your craft, or, you know, again, like your job, your routine, your role, your responsibility, your day. And now it's like things all of a sudden have to shift, have to change, have to be different. And it could, again, like it could have to do with your work, with the job, your job, somehow, some way that you were making money could have to change. It could be shifting, it could be changing. You could like be switching locations, switching departments, switching roles. Again, sorry, I was interrupted, but you could be switching like a position if you're not like outright just changing your entire job or changing the way that you're making money entirely. It could be something along those lines. But yeah, it does look to be like financial to me. Like it looks like maybe you're taking a pay cut, or yeah, like just the way that you were making your money, it's changing, it's shifting, it's moving. Maybe you have to relocate, you have to move or something. I don't know. But it's like, this is like your livelihood or something. Like this is like, you know, what you identified yourself as being. Like you're like, this is who I am. Like, you know, like it's like your job or your role, it was very much so intertwined with like your identity and who you are, and like, you know, yeah, like how you show up, and what makes you feel like efficient and all of those things. And now I feel like you have to actually rely on yourself. Like now that this role is in jeopardy, or you don't have this role anymore, it's changing. It's like now you have to rely on something that's more like you for real. You know, like you were like relying on a role to tell you something about yourself, or to make you feel something about yourself, or to believe something about yourself. But now it's like that role isn't there. Now it's like time for you to see like the real you, or to fall back on the real you. You know what I mean? It's something like this. And it's like you don't even know who that is or something, or you have to get to know who that is. Or maybe this is like the whole point of this process, is like spirit wants you to get to know who that person is, and to shine a light within, and to really see like, who are you for real? Like when you're not this image or that role or that position, what's inside for real? What lies within for real? You know, what are your beliefs, and what's your truth, and, you know, what's your real personality, and like your real self-expression, you know? So it is showing me that you are going to be going through a difficult time right now. It seems very burdensome. It seems like you have to be very strong. You have to push through. You know, like it's difficult. It's a lot of hard work. It can be very laborious, even like it just, maybe it's not like physically that it's gonna have a lot of labor, but it's like internally, like you're feeling very tried. Like it's like you're feeling like this is a very trying time, and like you really have to like push yourself, and to like climb up a mountain or something, you know, like you're just feeling the weight of the world on your back, or something, you know. I just feel like, you know, it's like, who am I if I'm not this? You know, it's like, and spirit just really wants you to get to know yourself, to get to know you know, what your likes are, what your interests are, who you really are, your, you know, your true self-expression. They want you to grow into yourself, to reunite with yourself, basically, to come into union, because whatever it is that you were doing, it was like keeping you away from yourself, from your truth, from your heart, from your authenticity, somehow, some way. And this could be difficult for you to try to find it right now. They are showing me that it's difficult for you to try to find it, because maybe it's like you were entrenched in a role for so long, and like it just feels like a lot of work to try to discover this other side of you. But it's a gift. It's really a gift from God to be able to do this work, even though you are perceiving it to be a very difficult thing, Virgo. So yeah, just keep going. You know, if God is putting it on your plate, you are capable, you are strong enough. Keep going, persevere, don't give up. You have what it takes. You have the courage, the energy, the vitality to do what it is that you have to do, to reach the finish line, to get past a threshold. Okay, you will be successful, and your efforts will be noticed, will be seen. You know, you will find something to dedicate yourself to, something new to focus on, to work on, something that is probably going to be more in alignment with yourself, okay? Something that is going to feel more truthful, better for you, more authentic, okay, Virgo? That's your message. I truly hope this serves you. Thank you for being here with me, and good luck with everything. Capricorn, we've made it to your energy check-in. So Capricorn, I'm seeing that you could be just full of anxiety right now, a ball of anxiety. Maybe you're finding it hard to sleep at night. You could just be overthinking in your head a lot, worried about some kind of conversation that you had. I feel like you had a real honest conversation. I'm hearing it was like a long conversation where everything, you know, like all the cards were laid out on the table. Everyone was being honest. Everyone was being truthful. And yeah, it's like you know the truth about something, you got some communication, or yeah, there's something here about like you know the truth. Like there are no lies, there are no secrets, and this could have happened within a group of people, like a friends group, like maybe you were having a conversation either with a friend or with a group of friends, and it's maybe like they were telling you about yourself, like, yeah, you know, this is what we all gather from you and your energy, or like this is how you are, or this is how you come across, or something, you know. And it could have just been really uncomfortable, like, oh my gosh, like you guys all think this about me. Or maybe it's something that you have to face about yourself, like maybe you didn't know that you come off across a certain way, or that you are a certain way or something, or that you have these certain patterns or habits, or maybe you make people feel a certain way and it's like they all agree, and it's like you're like, what, you know. It's like something like that, kind of like a hard, difficult truth that you know, like instead of receiving this truth and being like, oh, okay, thank you for telling me, thank you for your honesty, I'm gonna definitely take that feedback with me, and you know, like learn from it, become better somehow, heal, integrate it somehow. You know, it's like you aren't doing that. Like you're just like, I can't believe that this is how they see me, or this is what they think of me, or is this the truth about me? You know, it's like it's just keeping you nervous and in your head and anxious. It's like this conversation, or whatever, like whatever truth was laid out. It's like whatever was put out on the table. It doesn't necessarily have to be something about you. That's just an example. It's just like whatever they told you, whatever truth this is that came from like a group of friends, you know. And I feel like these people care about you. They're not showing me like these people have bad intentions. Like these are people that are in your life that, you know, you guys have a friendship and you're close, and these are your people, you know. And so it's like they told you something, and now you seem to just be in your head about it. And again, like instead of like wanting to do something productive with that information, I do see that instead you are just kind of like down in the dumps about it, or you don't like it, you don't like that people are perceiving you in this way, or that this is the truth, or like it's just information that like you could have done without. Like you're like, I didn't really want to know that. Like I didn't really want the truth, I didn't want it, you know. But it's like you needed it, you needed to have it. We all need to live in truth, right? Like you don't want to live a lie, live in delusion, you know, but it's like the truth kind of hurts. It's kind of situation. It's like the truth hurts, and now you're just like, ugh, like I wish they didn't tell me that, or I wish they didn't think that, or I didn't want to know that, you know. So it's not something that you want to take with you and to accept and to integrate and to try to make better, you know, to liberate yourself from it. And that's what you're meant to do. But maybe you're just not there yet, Capricorn. Maybe like, you know, you still need time to like process it and to accept it and to see like this is actually a good thing, you know, that you were told this. It's good information to have. And, you know, because now you can make changes where they need to be made, you know, because this was something that was keeping you stuck, stagnant, unmoving, small in some way. And maybe it was causing like pain to certain people around you, heartbreak, maybe heartbreak to yourself. Maybe they brought something up about like your own something that you're doing that's harmful for yourself even, or like some kind of addiction or pattern that you have, and you're just like, you know, it's just something you didn't want to know. And now that you know it, you feel like you can't really overcome it because maybe you're just like, well, this is just who I am. Like, what do you want from me? But actually, you can do something about it. Like, you can be responsible over it. But first, before you can make any changes and before you can heal anything, like you first have to become aware of it. So if anything, you should thank these friends eventually when you're ready, because I know right now it's a lot, like it's very burdensome, but eventually you can thank these friends and for bringing it to your attention, you know, even though it's difficult right now, but eventually it's like the information that you needed so that you can get clear about something, have clarity about something, so that you can really see like the underlying currents of a certain habit or whatever was happening here with you, so that then you can invite, you know, whatever you need to invite to bring balance, to bring peace, and I'm hearing stillness, and to heal it and to integrate this and to change it, you know, to alchemize it so that it's not that same harmful bad thing it was, but you're shifting it, you're changing it to something that is going to be better, beneficial, healthy. But before you could do that, you had to first know, you know, that it wasn't good, know that it was a problem. You first had to see the issue before you can heal it, you know. So eventually I do see you, you know, gaining clarity, seeing this clearly, accepting it. But right now, maybe you're just not there yet. But yeah, Capricorn, everything is a phase, everything is a process. So just be where you're at, take your time. I feel like you are moving in a good direction, I think, you know. It maybe, of course, it's all on you. Like there are no, nothing set in stone. Like everything is on you and how you choose to handle things, how you choose to move, how you choose to behave. It can really go any way. But I do see you like heading towards like clarity, you know, like clarity. And then from there, maybe you'll be more open to making the changes that you need to make and to seeing this in a positive way rather than like something that is a nuisance and like an inconvenience, you know, like you're just like, ugh, you know, like I don't want to hear that. I don't want to know that, you know, like it's uncomfortable. And like now it's like something you have to worry about or something you have to take and consider. But once you're past that, you can like make the changes you need to make, you know what I mean? And overcome whatever this is. All right. So take your time with it, meditate, invite stillness so that, you know, the more stillness and like peace and like the more clarity you'll get and you'll know how to move forward here. All right. So definitely support yourself in that way at this time. It would be really helpful. So Capricorn, that was your message. I hope this served you. Good luck.